students, it's Mr. Sargent here with your day 112 recap video for ELA and for science. In ELA today, we did a number of things. The first thing that we did is we talked about the word topic. All right, so we're gonna define topic and we're gonna talk about some topics. There's gonna be a lot of topics in today's video. After that, we talked a little bit about our dreams, and I'm gonna share something that's not an assignment, but it's pretty cool to do. And then we witnessed an epic battle between adjectives and adverbs. All right. Now in science, we didn't do much today because today was quiz day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link with you in the description below. Go ahead and take the quiz if you weren't able to take it today. Can't wait to see how you scored. But for right now, today's video is going to be short, to the point, and it's going to focus on ELA. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back and let's go ahead and get started. Now last week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you remember or not, we talked about topic sentences in our writing. Okay, you remember, good. So today what we're doing is we're focusing on just the topic. Now, if you remember in the topic sentence, a topic sentence is what your paragraph, what your story is going to be about. All right? So today, when we're talking about topic, it's what our conversations, what our pictures, what our stories, what our anything is going to be about. Now, one thing that we talked about this morning was our favorite places on earth. What places are special to us? That's the topic of our conversation. Now, some people mentioned the beach. Mr. Sargent's not really a fan of the beach. I don't judge anybody for loving the beach. Personally, I like the mountains. Y'all know that about Mr. Sargent. So when we're talking about a topic, it's that story starter, it's that conversation starter. So if we take a look at some pictures even, we can even look at a picture and identify the topic. We can identify what the photographer is trying to teach us, to share with us, and what conversation they're trying to have. So the pictures that we looked at today dealt with what we've been focusing on for the past month, and that is Martin Luther King Jr. and the March on Washington. Now, if we take a look at this book and we remember what it's about, what is the topic of this book? Now, some people would say, oh, it's about Martin Luther King. He's on the cover. He's in the title. Well, and that's partly true. This is a story about Martin Luther King, but it's more than that. If we were to pick a topic in here, it's more focusing on the march onto Washington, isn't it? The majority of the story in here isn't about Martin Luther King Jr. It's about the people that took a chance, that traveled across the country to join Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., not just in his speech, but in his dream. All right? And I don't know about you, I think the topics that are presented in here, whether it is the problems with segregation, the problems with discrimination, I think those are important topics that a lot of people need to discuss. Now, in future lessons, we're going to be discussing other topics, but the one big topic that we've been focusing on a lot over the past week have been dreams. We've talked about Dr. Mae Jemison and her dream to go to space. We've talked about Barack Obama and his dream to help people. And we automatically know about Dr. Martin Luther King's dream of people working together and people being free. But for today's in-class activity, I want to know what you think. I want to know your dream. So if you look right here, we have what we call a storyboard. Now what a storyboard is it's a couple of boxes, a couple of squares. And above each square is a prompt. It's a little question. It's a little topic to think about, okay? And in each part of this, you're going to either draw or write. Now, like I said, this is not an assignment. You can share it with me, but really it's for you. Because that first question is incredible, and especially the word impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, it's important to understand that no dream is impossible if you're willing to work for it. And what I've seen from this class and from every second grader that has been logging in or I've gotten a chance to meet, none of you give up. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need help supporting your dream, I'm going to be your biggest fan. You guys are capable of doing whatever you set your mind to, and I cannot wait to see what you accomplish a year from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now. I cannot wait to hear about how you all achieved your dreams. Now, for this next part of my lesson, I should be wearing protective gear. I should be wearing goggles. I should be wearing a helmet. I should be wearing something. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there is a battle. Now, this battle is between two parts of speech. It is between the adverb, which we learned about yesterday, and the adjective. Now, these two, very similar to each other, but they don't agree. They do not agree. They are in constant battle with each other, ladies and gentlemen. They both have the same goal, and that is to describe. But they got sick and tired, ladies and gentlemen, of people confusing them. And it's easy to do. It is so easy to confuse an adjective and an adverb. So they decided to battle. They decided to fight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when they're working together, it's awesome. The sentences that they create are fantastic. If you look above me right now, you see the purple hippo ran quickly to the mall. Oh, look how great that sentence is. Look how great that sentence is. The purple hippo ran quickly to the mall. We have our adverb in quickly. And you know how we know it's an adverb? Ends in an ly, doesn't it? But then we have our adjective over here describing our hippo. Now, here's the thing. There's no ly. There's an le, but there's no ly, is there? The biggest way you can tell the difference between an adjective and an adverb is that ly. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, if we put the purpley hippo, that doesn't sound right, does it? All right, so we know not to use the ly words for adjectives. Now, another thing to do, way you can tell them apart, is this. The purple hippo, right here, well, the hippo is a noun, isn't it? And the word quickly, which is an adjective, describes the word run. That's a verb. Adverbs describe verbs. Adjectives describe the nouns. So, ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to have peace, and in order for there not to be any more battle, we need to make sure that we're choosing the right part of speech. Now, let's see if we can do this. Let's take a look at our activity right here. So, in our hint here, which is a great way to use this, guys, if you're not using the hints, you're going to want to. If we look, it says the dog, and then there's two choices, quiet or quietly, sleeps on his bed. Ooh, we got to choose the right one. Now, luckily, the person that made this worksheet picked quietly, because what is being described? Is it the dog? No. Is it how the dog sleeps? Yes. And sleeping is a verb, isn't it? So we need to add the adverb. So they circled quietly. All right. Now take a look at number 1. It's already done for you again. Guys, ladies, if you're not looking at these ones as a guide of what to do, you're missing out, and we're going to lose the battle. It says, my poor or poorly family can't afford a new car. Now, afford is the verb, right? Do we have any words that describe afford? No, we don't. But what we're describing is my family. In this case, we're dealing with a noun. So we need to look for, yeah, you're right. We need to look for the adjective. And if you look right there, the adjective is poor. All right, it describes the family. All right, so if you look, another way to do this is this. Try reading it with the adverb instead of the adjective. My poorly family can't afford a new car. Does that sound right? Absolutely, it doesn't, does it? All right. And the third hint I'm going to give you, ladies and gentlemen, is chances are if the word doesn't sound right when you read it out loud, and I'm going to encourage each and every one of you, in order for us to be victorious and create peace between adverbs and adjectives, read the sentence out loud. Chances are, if it makes sense, that's your answer. And if it doesn't make sense, don't pick it. Guys, if we can do this activity and if we can choose the right adverbs and adjectives, I know there will be peace between the two parts of speech. Now, like I said earlier in science today, we took a quiz that you can find in the description below. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you did a great job. Like I've said before, there's some easy questions, there's some tough questions. But if you have been paying attention to the videos as well as my lessons and doing the activities, then I guarantee you guys did an incredible job. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. And I can't wait until Friday. Tomorrow is going to be such a great day. And the biggest reason why it's going to be a great day is because each and every one of you will be in my class tomorrow. So until then, have a great night.